Hi guys, Steve Davis here, Stillwater Woodcraft. What we're going to work on today is making some more ammunition for our smoothbore firelock. What we're going to do is make some shot, some smaller shot. Okay, we've covered making round balls, we've covered making buckshot in our soapstone mold. So today what we're going to do is make some small shot using a spoon with a hole in it and a bucket of water. So we'll move up here. I'll explain to you a little bit about how I prepared this spoon to be able to do this process. Okay guys, we're back here. We got the contents of my pouch laid out here that I keep for making any kind of lead ammunition for my smoothbore. So we got our punch to cut wads, our round ball mold which we have covered, the soapstone buckshot mold, which we have got a video on making ammunition with that also, our lead ladle, and some bar lead here. We're going to use that to make some shot. The main piece for doing this is a spoon, okay, with a hole in it. You see a hole in the bottom of there, okay? That hole is maybe just a little smaller than 1/8 of an inch. Now you've noticed I've cut the handle off this spoon. You can see relatively the size of that spoon. It's like a large soup spoon. I've cut the handle off of that, one, to make it fit in the bag easier, and two, because that metal handle gets screaming hot, okay? So I just kind of tapered that down. What I can do is just find a stick with a pithy center and just kind of cram it in there. Okay, so now we got a spoon with a hole in it on a stick. What we're going to do to make this shot, okay, we're going to obviously get us some lead melted. We're going to have this pan with some water in it, okay, maybe half full. We're going to have our lead melted, and then we're going to get this spoon nice and hot, set it on some coals and get it really hot. Okay, so when we pour this lead through this spoon, we don't want the spoon cold, so the lead solidifies and clogs up our hole and doesn't pour through the hole and make shot. So we'll just hold this here on the edge of this kettle of water, and when our lead gets the right temperature, we're going to pour it into that spoon. It'll drip into the water and make our shot. So we'll get some lead melted here and get to making some shot. Alright, we're set up here. I got some lead melted and my spoon's getting hot. So what I want to explain a little bit before I actually go to pour this, because it's going to be kind of a fast process and I won't be able to talk fast enough, is the trick to getting good shot is the temperature of the lead. Okay, we're going to want the lead to cool off a little bit before we start pouring it. That way we get smaller drips instead of it just running through the hole. Now if the lead's too hot, what we'll get is drips like this, and they'll look like little barbells kind of. And as it cools off, you'll start to get kind of little football shapes. Okay, and then when we got it right, the drops will be smaller and we'll get actual round shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our spoon up here and our melted lead. Then we're going to watch that lead for it to turn kind of a bronzy color on top. And then right after it kind of gets that temperature, we're going to slowly pour it to test, see what's happening. And then we'll either wait longer or go ahead and pour. And hopefully we'll get some good shot. You know, we are going to get some pieces that are going to go back in the ladle. That's just part of it. Alright, now we're going to bring our spoon up and our ladle of lead, and we're going to watch the color change in the lead. So I got my spoon nice and hot, my lead melted. We'll bring this up. You can see how the lead is a shiny silver color right now. It's really hot. We're just going to kind of watch that. See a little bit of slag forming there on the top. It's cooling off. Now the trick to this is to not plug the hole in the spoon. So we're going to pour pretty much right in the center of that. And we're going to get some misshapen ones. There's no doubt in that. We're going to give her a try here in just a second, I think. Okay, there, we're cooling off. Okay, might be a little hot. Oh, I'm going to plug the spoon. Just flick that off. There, now we got some good shot. So I'm just going to keep doing that until that lead cools off enough that I can't pour it. Yep, like about now. So, what I'll do is I'll sort through here, get the misshapen ones out, put them back in the lead pot, and get the good ones out. You see here we got some really nice ones, and those first ones where it was too hot, you can see we got some pieces that look about like wire. Okay, now just thinking you could probably use that, wrap it around a fishing line, use it for a sinker if you wanted to, but we're making shot here, so you can see there's one that's a little bit larger. There's quite a bit of good usable shot in here. Okay, so we'll get this sorted out. Then we're going to load up the smooth bore and take a shot at something. Alright, here is a measured load of the shot we just made. I wanted to show you guys, you know, some of it's got a little bit of a football shape. A lot of it's nice and round. So, and it varies in size, you know, a little bit. I'd say this is between 5s and 4s if you were going with regular shot. So, we're going to load this up in the 62 caliber smoothbore flintlock and give it a shot here. Alright guys, there you can see the shot we just made with our spoon and a pan of water is pretty effective out to 25-30 yards, you know. You want to pattern it out of your own gun to see how it's going to do. That just shows a little more of the versatility of the smoothbore flintlock. That's one other reason why it would always be my choice as a woods running gun. So I thank you guys for joining me on this. I hope you go out and try to make some shot yourself. This has been Steve Davis, Stillwater Woodcraft. We'll see you on the next one.